Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome in Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, the capital of European shooting of this week, as we are having the European Championships of under 16 and under 18 years of age, the very brand new competition governed by the European Shooting Confederation. And soon we will begin the final of the under 16 air pistol solo man event. That's the moment of the presentation. On firing point B, athlete from Romania, Conor Duncan Smaranda. And his opponent in this bronze medal match, representing Turkey, Eren Kalfa, together with his coach. Of course, our officials, jury member in charge, Mr. Jan Olaf Olsson. And now it's the moment to begin the preparation for the final. Now athletes will take their positions and we will soon continue with the preparation sighting time. Few words of explanation of how this competition itself works. As I said, that's the very first time we have such competition as the solo event. The new rules created by the European Shooting Confederation, which holds a new format where athletes are not classified because of their scores, but they are classified because of their hits and misses. In this competition, in the qualification round, athletes shot total 50 shots. In first stage of qualification, they shot 30 shots, and then in second round, the best 16 athletes scored another 20 shots. And as we see, the scores of the best 8 athletes in the bronze medal match, to qualify to this round, athletes had to score at least 26 hits. The 26 and 27 was the scores to qualify to the bronze medal match. And just to remind you, the score that gave the hit in this round was a 9.8 in air pistol, which is a little bit larger than usual 11.5 millimeter of 10. Now we see athletes are beginning their preparation. Firing point B representing Romania, Conor Duncan Smaranda. As we see by his outfit, he's representing Romania. And of course his coach, Ian Sakalenu. And soon they will begin the 5 minutes of preparation and sighting time, and the competition then will start. Athlete from Turkey, Eren Kalfa. So in this final, they will shot individual shots, each in 50 seconds, and these shots will also be counted by hits or misses. So in case the athlete scores 9.8 or a higher value of a shot, he will claim a hit. And the final will continue until any of the athlete will reach the limit of 12 hits. In case of a tie, obviously we would have a shoot-off at the end, so that we will decide the bronze medalists of the first final of these European Championships. We began today with 2 air rifle events, the challenge for the women and men, both for under 16 and under 18 years of age. Those challenge events finish after the qualification round, so we will see rifle athletes tomorrow for their finals. Today, all 4 finals we are scheduled with are with air pistol. As we see 3 more minutes of sighting shots, athletes are getting prepared for their match firing so that they can hit the centers of the target as often as possible. Cristina Chivari, the assistant jury, having her eyes on the athletes so that they will not break any of the rules, like loading too early or waving with their pistols too much to the left or to the right. During this competition, in this format, athletes are allowed to have athletes and coaches are allowed to have a timeout. Whoever of the team will raise a hand and ask for it, then all people on the field of play can approach to each other, probably coaches to the athletes, so that they will not change their positions. And for the 1 minute, they can talk to each other, and probably it helps to improve the shooting of the athlete. I remind you that you can follow the European Shooting Confederation on Instagram and Facebook. Both these social medias are promoting these European Championships, and you can watch live streams of our finals. Today, 4 finals are in the schedule. After this one, we will have a like final, but for the under 18 years of age, also for the men. Now let's focus on under 16. Those are very young athletes. It's the first competition that allowed athletes below 16 years of age to compete together with themselves. Until today, actually, athletes below the 21 years of age competed together as juniors, but for now in this format they can compete only with themselves. As I said, the hit value in this whole event, in the qualification and in the final, are 9.8 or a higher value of a shot. Athletes needs to score at least 12 hits in this final to reach the medal. The gun is obviously the air pistol with the caliber of 4.5 millimeter, and one of the rule that applies to the air pistols are half kilogram of the pull of the trigger that all pistols needs to keep. 5 more seconds, and there is just the end of the sighting shots, and in no time we will start the first final shot. Last preparations, we see athletes are standing very close to each other. It's a really duel between them, fighting for the bronze medal in the first ever European Championships designed for under 16 and under 18 years of age athletes. This competition is also one of the qualification rounds for the Youth Olympic Games Festival, which will take place this July in Northern Macedonia, where athletes can actually claim a quota place for upcoming European Games in 2027. Athletes are ready, coaches are ready, judges are ready, and there is a command for the first shot. Full concentration of an athletes. They raise their pistols for the first final shot. And there is the red color for the Eren and also red color for Connor. There will not be scores as we used to see during the finals. There will not be values of 9 point something or 10 point something. We will see only red and yellow, red and green, sorry, red and green colors, which represents if the shot is a hit or a miss. the second shot. Hopefully you will see a green light in this round, as these athletes are very young and probably not that much experienced as we used to see in finals. And we have the first hit for athlete from Romania, and he is now in the lead with just 1 point of advantage. As I said, these athletes are not that experienced, and the whole situation coming on the final itself, their hands are probably very shaky right now, and scoring 9.8 may not be such an easy thing to do, especially as for many of them competing here in Tallinn, this competition is the very first international experience for them. And the second consecutive hit for Conor Duncan. He's increasing his advantage now with 2 points, but there is a long way until the 12 points. The whole competition itself brought more than 260 athletes from 28 countries of the Europe. So as for the first edition of such competition, I think that's the good numbers, and it shows that national federations are really interested in having such competition designed for young athletes. No hits in this round. The score is still 2 points for representing Romania, Smaranda, and no points for representing Turkey, Kalfa. This final hopefully will not get on and on, as the scheduled next final is pretty tight, and hopefully we'll not have to reschedule it later on. And we have the first hit scored by Eren. We see Team Turkey cheering this first point, with no point for athlete for Romania. It's 2 against 1 in points. And we are continuing the single shots. Each shot's for 50 seconds, and this can go on and on until these 12 points. Right after we'll finish the bronze medal match, we will continue with the gold medal match for the best 2 athletes who participated in today's air pistol event. Next round, and 2 misses. It wasn't that far, I think, looking on the scoreboard, but it's still not an 9.8, which give 1 hit in any round. So it's still 2 against 1 in the total points. Having this competition in the calendar is also a good opportunity for the athletes to get their first experience, and later on, in about 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks actually, they can get another experience in the European Championships for juniors, where they can use it. And after the 7th round, we have a tie now, as Kalfa scored a hit, and it means we have 2 points for each athlete on the race until 12. As it is the very first time we have this event, maybe the score of 9.8 would be redesigned for the later tries. Maybe for pistol athletes in the finals, the score of 9.8 would be decreased, but that's for the future. Now we see Eren scoring another consecutive hit and getting the lead with the 3 points in total, being the leader for the first time in this final with the 3 hits in total.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
I must say this venue in Tallinn, having 60 targets for the qualification hall and the final hall itself, uh, the size is just enough as this competition needs, and I think maybe with more athletes for the next year, a facility like that would be still good enough to perform such event in a good environment. Ninth round was finished without any hit, so we still have 3 points for Turkey athlete and 2 points for athlete from Romania. And the final continues. As I said, in the qualification round, they have a total of 50 shots divided in 2 rounds. The first round with the 30 shots, which finished with 16 best athletes to advance to the second qualification round, where they added the additional 20 shots to complete the event. Another round, no hits. That was the second round without any hit in a row. The, the score is still 3-2 with the Turkey athlete Kalfa in the lead. Let's hope they will start hitting middle of the target. As my experience, I'm sure it's not easy for them right now to make everything perfect, but Connor Duncan made it in this round. He scored a 9.8 and above with the hit, so that means we have another tie on a level of 3 in the race until 12. It seems like it's going to be a long way until the 12 points. But I assume we all have time. We all enjoy watching such young athletes compete, let's say on a very high level of the competition. If we consider if they are not more than 16 years, they are not much experienced. And the first time in this final, both athletes scored 1 hit, closing each other to the magical 12 points limit. Both athletes tied at the level of 4 points. And we go with another round. As stated, these athletes probably don't have more like 2, 3, maybe 4 years of experience as an athlete, where when they begin their trainings, these are not very alike the standard competitions. They are not very alike the standard position. They usually use many many objects or many helps for the athletes to hold the rifle or pistol, so that it not weighs that much for young athletes. So thanks to that, they can continue their trainings for another years and years. And now the 14th round with both athletes 4-4. We continue this bronze medal match. Hopefully the gold medal match athletes are very patient. And athlete from Romania scored a hit in this round, getting back to the top of the scoreboard with 5 points in total. Eren Kalfa is just 1 hit behind him, and I believe both of them are very willing to fight until the very end. We are close to the half of the final, as with 6 points we reach the middle of the competition. We see how it go. Red for Turkey and red for Romania. No points in this round. So after 15 shots in this bronze medal match, with 5 hits in the lead, representing Romania, Conor Duncan Smaranda, and with just 1 hit less, representing Turkey, Eren Kalfa. Let's see how the final will continue. I feel that's the moment where we can say a few words about the mascot of the whole competition. Maybe you saw on the pictures the European Shooting Confederation is publishing on their social medias, which I advise you to follow if you want to be updated how the competition is and the next ones will go on. The mascot of this competition, lynx called Illu. This lynx has a great history in Estonia, which is connected to shooting sport, as the lynx itself, as a cub, was presented to the team of Estonia, shooting team of Estonia, which won the World Championship title back in 1937. In the meantime, both athletes scored a hit in this round, and after 17 shots, Connor Duncan Smaranda with 6 points in total, and Eren Kalfa with 5 points in total. Coming back for the Ilo, he was presented to the Federation of Estonia, to the team of Estonia during these World Championships back in 1937, and he became the very first animal to be in the Tallinn's zoo, and he was the thing that gave Estonian people much joy, especially during the Second World War, where the where every country were frightened how the future will go on. 18 shots was just finished, and we didn't saw any hits. The score is still 6-5 in this bronze medal match. Athletes are doing everything they can, but they are not always very happy. Hit for Eren Kalfa, and we have another tie at the level of 6. Just before the 20th shot, you could see the smile. Well, actually, that wasn't a smile, but the athletes from Romania already saw in their sights that the shot wasn't that good, and it will not give any hit at all. 20th shot, 6-6. So in total, with the quick maths, 50 shots in qualification, now 20 shots in the final, and it's not the end. So those athletes really need to have a great endurance to stay in the fight until the very end. And in this 20th shot, both athletes scored a hit. So now we still keep the tie at a level of 7 right now in the race until 12 points. The next shot was commanded with a start. We see that the athlete from Turkey is using a blinder of his left eye in opposition for the Romanian athlete who has both eyes in a clear vision, but we saw he was closing his left non-sighting eye. Second time in a row, 2 hits for both athletes. So we keep the tie now at the level of 8. So maybe this final will finish faster than we assumed a couple of shots ago. Now we see Connor Duncan closing his left eye to see perfectly the sights. Many things happening with his face, with his mouth. I believe that's the way he's concentrating himself, and he scored a hit in this round, getting the leader position in this bronze medal match with 9 points. And Eren Kalfa just 1 hit, 1 point behind him with 8 points in total. 3 more hits for Romania athlete, and he will claim the bronze medal. But let's see how the next round will go on. It is already 23rd shot. A hit for Aaron and also a hit for Connor Duncan. So Connor Duncan Smaranda keeps the advantage of 1 point at this moment. The total score is 10 for Romanian athlete and 9 for Turkey athlete. And we go with another shot, the 24th one. We keep getting closer to the amount of shots they got in the first round of qualification. We already surpassed the second part of qualification. I bet they are very exhausted right now. Their muscles are very tense. No hits in this round, so still a small margin of 1 point advantage for Connor Duncan Smaranda. Eren Kelfa with just 1 point behind the leader. And just 2 points are required now. 2 hits are required to finish the bronze medal match. 25th shot right now. Without further ado, let's see if any of the athletes will score now in this round. Turkey team is doing whatever they can to cheer up their colleague. No hit and a hit. So we have one another point for Connor Duncan Smaranda. So now he has total of 11 points with 2 points of advantage against Eren Kelfa, which means that the next shot will be the match shot and could decide of the bronze medal of the first ever under 16 and under 18 years of age European Championships in Tallinn. This shot could decide the whole final, the whole bronze medal match, and may give a great leverage for the athlete who claims the medal for the upcoming years of career. Eren shot very quickly and that was a hit. Let's see how Connor Duncan will respond with a miss. That means that the first match shot was defended actually by Eren, and we still go on with another round. Maybe Eren will give his chance to get a tie at the level of 11 points, and then another shot could decide. That will be the second match point for Connor Duncan Smaranda to win the bronze medal. Let's see how this will go. Both are very concentrated on the task, just to make a hit, a value just enough to be green. No hits in this round. We stay at the same page. 11 for Connor Duncan Smaranda and 10 for Eren Kalfa. 1 point of a difference after 27 shots. And it seems like we're going to have a timeout. Coach from Romania asked for a timeout, which means that for the next 1 minute he is allowed to approach the athlete and speak freely to him. Coach from Turkey didn't take this opportunity also to speak to his athlete. Maybe he is sure his athlete know everything he needs now to stay in a fight for the bronze medal. We'll see if this coaching was successful or not for Connor Duncan Smaranda with the next shot, the 28th shot of this bronze medal match final. And we begin with the command start. Pistols are raised. Quick shot for Eren with a miss and also a miss. So our final will continue. We are quite close to 30 shots in a medal match, which is not something common we have in the classic events we see with the duels. But with this format, it is possible, as the hit-miss basis is not closing the final at any moment, beside reaching the limit of hits, which is basically 12 hits in this format. Eren Kalfa with a hit. And no hit for Romania athlete. That means we have a tie just before the 30th shot. The tie at the level of 11 points for both athletes. It means, it could mean that whoever scores now will be the winner of bronze medal match. One hit is just enough. Coach from Turkey now decided to take a timeout. And the second coach took the opportunity to speak to his athlete as well. And we see that they are quite relaxed. Eren is quite relaxed now. His coach is smiling as well, while the Romania team is quite focused on the task. They are smiling and cheering right now. I bet they didn't thought, actually. They didn't think that this final would last so long. They got already 80 match shots in today's competition, 50 in qualification round, and now 30th shot of the final. That's the amount of shots that is taken by senior athletes and junior athletes during the regular events on the competitions. The 30th shot could it decide of the final. We see miss for Eren and miss for Conor Duncan. So 30 shots we see was not yet enough to decide the bronze medal of the European Championships in the under 16 event for the air pistol solo. I wonder how many more shots we will have in this final. Hopefully you stay with us on our social media channels, where we put our streams live for this and for the upcoming finals. Just to let you know, we are shooting in the closed range with the artificial light, so we are not having any troubles with the night. We'll see 2 hits in this round, both athletes now with 12 points in total. So we need another shot now to break a tie, actually, to finish this round. 12-12 for athlete for Romania and athlete from Turkey. Both are giving maximum effort to win this bronze medal match. Conor Duncan was already very close, but Eren Kalfa get into the tie, and now they keep shooting. Eren Kalfa with a hit, and Conor Duncan Smaranda with the miss. That means the result of this bronze medal match is final, and the first bronze medal of the air pistol under 16 solo event for men's. The first bronze medal match go to representing Turkey, Eren Kalfa. That was a very long road to claim this bronze medal. Of course, athlete from Romania, Conor Duncan Smaranda, is getting big applause as well, as they both were challenged with over 30 shots in the medal match. Now we have a moment of break, and we will switch to the gold medal match. And hopefully less shots will be required, but that's not a problem. We have the whole time required to follow the final. And we go back to our range. We finished the bronze medal match after over 30 shots. And now we're ready for the gold medal match, the two best athletes of today's event. First athlete from Georgia, Sandro Kositashvili, and his direct opponent from Hungary, this will be Zoltan Kish. They're accompanied by their coaches, coach from Georgia, Levan Kadagidze, and coach from Hungary, Georgi Palplichta. And we see the Ilu, our mascot of the competition. As I said, the she or he, whoever is in the mascot, under the mascot hat, is present all the time for the competition, assisting with the victory ceremonies and having pictures with athletes on the shooting range. The officials are the same, and I believe we are now ready to start our preparations. Athletes took their positions for the gold medal match of the under 16 men air pistol solo event. Sandro Kositashvili from Georgia against Zoltan Kish from Hungary. The format of the gold medal match will be just like we saw in the bronze medal match. So first 5 minutes of preparation and sighting time, and then individual shots each in 50 seconds with the hit-miss basis, with the hit counting from the value of a shot of 9.8 and above. That was a pretty long bronze medal match. It's already 15 past 4 in the Tallinn's time zone. And we are quite close to the upcoming next final of the air pistol solo event for under 18 years of age. We see Sandro Kositashvili from Georgia on the firing point. On the firing point D, preparing for his final. It is possible that it is also the first time he's competing in such event, in the final of the European level competition with his coach Levan Kadagidze. And the second participant of the gold medal match, Hungarian Zoltan Kish. He's competing on firing point E. Both of them are very young. I believe they don't have more than 2 or 3 years of experience in shooting sport. And this special competition created by the European Shooting Confederation is giving them opportunity to compete with athletes of their age, of their own age, as in this under 16 it means that athletes allowed to compete have to be less than 16 years of age. Let me remind you that Instagram and Facebook web pages of the European Shooting Confederation are the places where you can watch live streams of our final of this European Championships and all next competitions that will take place this year. The Instagram and Facebook social medias are the place where you can be up to date with all the news and all the scores of the international level competitions governed by the European Shooting Confederation. About 2.5 minutes more of the preparation and sighting time. The athletes are getting concentrated, they are adjusting their sights, they are changing their position a little bit just to have a perfect position in front of the target. So when they raise their hands with the pistols And when they lower them to reach the target, they are perfectly in the middle of their aiming zone.
The hit value with the air pistol is 9.8 or higher. So just put your fingers together,
2 more minutes to
everywhere.
see how many shots would be required for those athletes to get the 12 points in this final, the 12 points
Because 33
where
shots
point is
was
scored when an
enough
athlete
just
hits
to win
9.8
round
or
1.
above. In the qualification round, Zoltan Kish finished the 50 shots qualification with a 27 hits in total, and Sandro Kositashvili from Georgia finished the qualification round with the 28 hits, which become the first ever European record of this event. I believe the next opportunity of this event will be during the Youth Olympic Games Festival, which will take place later this year in July in Northern Macedonia in Skopje, where shooting will be one of the main disciplines that we will see in this um, very maybe brand new, but a new event that will involve shooting for sure. There wasn't shooting before in such competition. And during this Youth Olympic Games Festival, there will be a chance for the best athletes to claim the quota place for the
30
European
seconds.
Games that will take
So,
place
ladies
in
and gentlemen, put
2027.
your hands together for Team
We
Georgia
are in the Tallinn, the capital of Estonia.
Kositashvili!
As I mentioned, the capital of European shooting in
And
this
the
week,
number is
the
Zoltan
competition of
Kish!
the European Championships at the 10 meters shooting
And
for
of the
under
Georgian
16 and
judges,
under 18 years of age
thank you very
to
much.
hold in Tallinn, the capital of Estonia.
Stop.
The second final, the second, that, well, actually, that's the first final still. The first medal match was quite long that it actually seems like now we have a second final, but it's still the same event we are in, which is the air pistol under 16 men solo event. We begin the gold medal match, the targets are ready,
For the first competition shot, load.
and the command for the first shot was given. We wait for a start, and we'll see how
Start.
this gold medal match will go. This is actually the second individual event we have of this European Championships. I will tell a few words about it after we see the second shot of the first round,
Stop.
and we have two misses,
And miss couple
so
of the shooters for the first shots
maybe
to
this gold
get
medal match will take as much time as the bronze medal match, but
please come here
let's
and get
let's not be.
athletes 0 to 0
Let's wait for the another round
shot.
so we can check if the
For the next
next
competition
final,
shot,
upcoming
load.
final, will be a bit delayed or will be on time. As mentioned,
Start.
there is a second individual event of this competition, the ESC Challenge, which which is basically the competition as we usually see, but with the number of qualification shots of 40. And after qualification round, after 40
Stop.
match shots, the
Miss again.
ESC Challenge event is finished without any final,
More welcome this
and we
time.
already had rifle
Shot number 3.
challenge events happening today's morning,
For the next competition shot,
so that
load.
we don't see rifle finals today, but for tomorrow the events will switch and we will see
Start.
rifle under 16 and under 18 solo events with the finals. After the second round, the score is still no points for any of the athlete, but it's changed now in the third round. We see already Kish with a hit,
Stop.
and Kositashvili with a miss. So that means that Zoltan Kish become the first leader of this gold medal match with a one hit now, and obviously one hit of 1 point of advantage over his opponent from Georgia. We go with the fourth shot. They waited a long time in the preparation zone, so maybe they are not fully prepared for the match firing, as they didn't have much time to train and dry fire before the final itself. And fourth shot gave the two hits, one hit for each athlete. Both scored 9.8 or above in this round. That means that the current ranking is that Zoltan Kish is still in the lead now with 2 points in total, while Sandro Kositashvili just 1 point behind him with 1 point. Another round, another hit for Zoltan Kish. That will be the third hit in a row. Sandro Kositashvili is taking a bit longer to get his shot, and it's a miss in this round. So Zoltan Kish is increasing his advantage to 2 points right now with the 3 points in total, and Sandro Kositashvili just with 1 point now after the fifth shot. As I mentioned, this is the first time ever we have such format going on the European or on the European arenas, or actually all over the world, as the European Shooting Confederation was the first one to initiate such event on a competition. The fourth hit in a row. That's looking promising. Both athletes scored a hit, which means 2 points of the difference is still on the scoreboard. Zoltan Kish with 4 hits and Sandro Kositashvili with 2 hits. We see Ilu having a chit chat with our announcer, and there is another round, 7th shot. No hit for Zoltan this time. This round broke his streak. Sandro Kositashvili taking his time to aim, but it's also a miss. So no hits in this round. The final goes on. 4 for Hungarian and 2 for Georgian athlete. And this final will continue until 12 points scored by any of an athlete. And we continue with the 8th shot. As we see both athletes using the blinders on the left eye and the cup on their heads, just to help them aim with this on this sports hall. The light from above is pretty strong, and it really helps them to aim. Yes, and there are 2 hits in this round. Zoltan Kish with a point and Sandro Kositashvili also with a point. It's a 5 against 3, 2 points of the difference. Zoltan Kish still leading. We are close to the halfway through of the final. I think it goes a little bit faster than before. While the difference in the qualification wasn't that big, now we see that these first and second athlete in the qualification round may be more prepared for such strong emotions as they are coming on in final. No hits in this round. It's still 5 points for Zoltan and 3 points for Sandro.
It's a miss from both of the athletes, which means after 9 shots, the standing is still 5-3 in favor
If
of
you are
the
watching the
athlete.
streams, on the Instagram, on the Facebook. Send the coordinates to your friends and colleagues over your countries so that many of you, more of you will see how the competition format for the young athletes goes on, and hopefully for the upcoming years there will be many more athletes entered for the European Championships of under 16 and under 18 years of age. Another round, that was a 10th shot in this gold medal match, again without any hits. This means we have no changes in the scores. Zoltan Kish still in the lead with advantage of 2 points ahead of Sandro Kositashvili. In this event of under 16 age, under 16 years of age for men air pistol solo event, there was total of 19 athletes entered by the European national federations, and we saw before third and fourth athlete which decided the bronze medal, and now we see actually winners of the qualification round from the first and the second position. The third round without any hits. There's not going on much on the field of play as far as we see, but probably in heads of the athletes there's going very much different things, different thoughts, which we obviously cannot see. Maybe their coaches can't see what they feel. And that was the fourth round in a row without any hit. So we wait until this streak will be back. The streak of hits will be back, but for now it's still going on. That Zoltan Kish is with 5 hits, with 5 points in this gold medal match, and Sandro Kositashvili with 3 hits. Let's wait for the 13th round, and also no hits, which gives us a hint that this gold medal match may also last quite long, just as the bronze medal match we saw a couple of minutes ago. There are still 2 points of the difference between both athletes. Zoltan Kish in the lead in his way to the gold medal match, but there might be many more shots now going on, so the scoreboard may switch very quickly. And after many shots without any hits, we see both athletes scored now. So the difference is still 2 points, still in favor of Zoltan Kish, ahead of Sandro Kositashvili. It's 6 against 4. Pistols are raised. They are lowered just to aim in the aiming zone. Red color and a green color. So we have a hit for Zoltan Kish. He increases his advantage to 3 points right now, and he is getting closer to the limit of 12 points, which is stated as a pivot point of the final of the bronze medal and gold medal match in this event. Whoever first have 12 points in total, then he or she wins the medal match of this solo event. Another round, it is already 16th shot. Let's see if Zoltan has enough strength and endurance to continue hitting the hit zone. Not this time, both athletes with a miss, and the athlete from Georgia decided to take a timeout. just as in the bronze medal match, athletes and coaches are allowed to have a timeout,
is the 6-minute shot.
and during that moment, both coaches can approach their athletes
And both
and
athletes
have
receive
a
the shot.
quick coaching session
Still the
just to
same.
bring back
2 points
the
for
athletes on the
Georgia.
right way
Both athletes
to hit the center of the target
take
and
target number
possibly
12.
to not get so much
Shot. It was shot after shot, repeating.
and probably not to
Time
be
running.
much
Let's see
much fatigue
if the coaches can
within the
compensate
next
here.
shots. That 1 minute of break
For the
is
next
also a great
competition shot,
opportunity for the athletes
load.
to have a 2 or 3 deeper breaths and to relax their muscles,
Start.
which are probably quite stiff after the qualification round and now during this gold medal match. We have another round. Let's see how it goes. Sandro with the miss and Zoltan with the hit. It's 8 points now in total for Zoltan Kish, the athlete from Hungary, which is 4 points of a difference now ahead of Sandro Kositashvili from Georgia.
In favor of Kish.
We see small situation on the range. There was a yellow card.
Georgia received a yellow card for early readout.
So
For the next competition shot,
the situation was
load.
that the athlete was putting his pellet close. He was touching the pistol
Start.
before the command load was stated, which is not allowed. Which is not allowed during the final, so that he receives the yellow card. And in case of another, mm, if he make it, if he would make it once again,
Shot number
then he would
18
receive
missed
a
for
penalty
both the
in
athletes.
points.
Nothing has been changed.
18th
18
shot was
points.
finished.
Still in
There are
favor
no
of the
hits in
Hungarian
this round,
Zoltan Kish.
so the difference is still
Shot
of the
number
4 points
19.
in favor of Zoltan Kish.
For the next
It's 8 for
competition shot,
Kish and
load.
4 for Kositashvili.
Start.
Another round, another opportunity to decrease the difference or to increase it. We see Zoltan didn't score in this round, while
Stop.
Sandro Kositashvili have a hit, which means he is decreasing his loss to the leader, Zoltan. Now only 3 points of the difference.
The standing is 8
Zoltan
to
Kish
5
still in the
in
lead
favor
with
of the
8
Hungarian
points.
Kish.
For the next competition shot, load. Start.
I believe the judges committee of the European Shooting Confederation will use these finals to decide if the rules are applicable for the under 16 of age category. And in that moment, on the 20th shot, we see two hits in on the scoreboard, both athletes with a 9.8 or above,
For the
so
next
that the
competition
difference
shot,
is still
load.
3 points in favor of Zoltan Kish. He has now 9 points in total,
Start.
while Sandro Kositashvili stays behind him with a 6 hits. The 21st shot, and Sandro Kositashvili with a hit. That his third consecutive hit in a row.
For the 21st shot.
So the difference is already only 2 points, still in favor of Zoltan Kish,
The
which
favorites
stays
belong
closer
to Zoltan
to
Kish
winning
from
this
Hungary.
gold medal
The
match.
difference is 2 shots.
But we see that Sandro is willing to fight until the very end of the
For the
final.
next competition shot, load.
We already had 21 shots, which is
Start.
more than the second round of the qualification they had before the finals. It means that in total they have more than 70 shots taken, match shots taken, which is more than regular event. 22nd round, and we see two hits for both athletes. Sandro Kostashvili and Zoltan Kish scored 9.8 or above. 2 points of the difference still on the scoreboard. Zoltan Kish still in the lead with 10 points. Sandro Kostashvili with 8 points.
Start.
The crowd is getting more excited as we are getting closer to the conclusion of the final. Zoltan Kish without the hit in this round. Let's see how Sandro will perform. And it is a hit. Another hit in a row. That's a great streak of him. And Zoltan Kish is still in the lead, but from his advantage of 4 points, it decreased to just only 1 point now. He's still in the lead, but the difference is just a marginal right now. Sandro Kostashvili with 9 points in total is just behind him on the leading position.
Start.
Another round. Audience is giving a rhythm applause. And 24th shot brings us a tie as Sandro Kostashvili scored another consecutive hit, and we have now a tie at a level of 10 points. The coach from Hungary decided to step in and to speak with her athlete, maybe to regain the focus, to give this a little break for him so he can catch a breath and come back to the performance he had
For the
before.
next competition shot, low.
Both athletes now needs only 2 hits to win the gold medal match to become the first European champion in the under 16 years of age category of the air pistol solo event. The 25th shot, Zoltan Kish with a hit. That was a great coaching, but Sandro Kostashvili also with a hit. So the situation stays the same. We have a tie now, level of 11 points. And it means now that in case of winning the next round by scoring a hit with a miss of an opponent, then the gold medal match will be decided. Both athletes just
For the next
need
competition
now
shot,
1 hit
low.
to finish this gold medal match.
Start.
Let's see how it goes. Ilu is cheering up the crowd. Audience is giving a rhythm, and Zoltan Kish with a hit. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the gold medal match.
Our final.
After this incredible fight until the very end, Zoltan Kish becomes the European champion of the under 16 years of age category of the air pistol solo event. That was a great final. Seeing these young athletes with such high performance is really great thing to see, even from the back row of the shooting range. And the presentation of the medalists will now begin.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at the 2025 European Championship in Tallinn and under 16 10-meter air pistol solo man event, the bronze medalist.
The bronze
Representing
medalist.
Germany, Ellen Kalba. The second and silver medalist, representing
the bronze medalist of the under 16, Eren Karfa from Turkey. The silver medalist representing Georgia, Sandro Kositashvili. And the winner, the first European champion. The first European champion of the under 16 category in air pistol solo event, representing Hungary, Zoltán Kiss.
Because we have some special guests for you right after this final. Who's gonna be a stand-up comedian for us?
That was a very great final to see.
Athletes, clear the
I
line.
hope you all enjoyed this view, and just don't leave the screens yet, as soon, in about 15 minutes, we'll proceed with the under 18 years of age final of the air pistol solo event amongst men. So we'll have the same format, the same type of final, but with a little bit older athletes. Thank you very much, and see you soon.